Hi everyone, and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes. And today I'm going to be showing you something a little different. It's called a Madeira cake, and this type of cake is very traditional, but it is a very classic sponge cake with a citrus kick to it. So it has a little bit of a lemon zest, which gives it that little bit of citrus flavor, and I definitely guarantee you will love this. Now, first off, before anything, I forgot my lemon, so I'm gonna go grab it. Okay, so now I have my lemon, which we will be only using the zest of one lemon. Make sure you have it washed, so I have that done. And also I wanted to talk to you guys about the pan. So I am using a 12 by 6 inch loaf pan. Most definitely you can use a regular size pan. It'll just be higher in volume and it might take a few more minutes in the oven. So that's totally fine. Now what we have here is 4 eggs. I also have 1 cup of flour. Into the flour I have added 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Here we have 1 cup of salted butter softened at room temperature. We have our lemon. We have 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And we also have 1 1/4 cups of sugar. Now just so you guys can see it here up close. Alright, I'm going to be making this in my standing mixer with my paddle attachment. Most definitely you can use a bowl, a whisk, and a wooden spoon or a spatula. That's definitely fine. So let's move on to making our cake. Also, you need to make sure you have your oven preheated at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's move on to the next step. Now I have also generously greased my pan with some butter, so make sure that your pan is well greased. Okay, so into our bowl we are going to add our unsalted butter, and we're also going to add in our sugar, and we're going to mix this for about maybe 2 minutes or so. Okay, so in between mixing, you'll probably have to scrape down the sides of your bowl just to ensure that you get the whole mixture nice and creamy. And now, while our machine is still on and we're mixing, we're going to add in our eggs one at a time. Okay, now we will add in our vanilla. And you also want to make sure that you're scraping down the middle side of the bowl and the sides at all times, just to make sure everything gets incorporated evenly. And you don't have any chunks of butter or anything like that on the bottom, just like I just found here. I'm going to give this another whisk for another 10 seconds, and then we'll zest in our lemon. And now we'll mix for another 30 seconds just to incorporate our lemon zest. Alright, so now we'll add in our dry ingredients, our salt, baking powder, and flour. Okay, and we're going to mix just until incorporated. Do not overmix. Alright, so our cake batter is ready, and now we're going to place it into our baking pan, and we are going to bake it for about an hour or so. Alright, so my cake was in the oven for exactly 45 minutes. And now, because I used a larger pan, you're not going to get a very high and domey cake. But if you do make it in a smaller pan, most definitely it will be. Now, we're going to allow this to cool in the pan for about 5-10 minutes. Then we're going to run a butter knife around the edges. Make sure everything is loosened from the pan. And just another tip, you also don't want to open your oven until your cake is fully baked. Now, when it's at the 45-minute mark, you can insert a toothpick, check if it's done. If not, you can leave it in for an extra 5-10 minutes until you have inserted a toothpick and it comes out clean. So now we're going to allow it to sit for a few minutes. Okay, so now we're ready to cut and try our cake. You want to take a serrated knife and gently, because it's still really hot, it is a good idea to wait till it cools off completely to cut and serve. It smells so amazing. You can smell the lemon zest, and I'm sure you can taste it coming through the cake. Like, just look how amazing this looks. Okay, so now we have our plate here. The cake is just perfect. It is a moist, spongy cake with a hint of lemon in the background, and it is just amazing. It is so delicious. It's perfect. It's not too sweet. It is perfection. Well guys, unless you try it for yourselves, you won't know how incredibly amazing this cake is. It seems very simple, but the flavor is just perfect. It is so good, so easy to make with very few ingredients. And I really hope you guys give this a try. So, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new and delicious recipe. And also, don't forget to share the recipe with your family and friends. And don't forget to like the video, give it a nice big thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next video. So, bye everyone.